making mittens today for the sewing club, and this is just a basic mitten for the children. So what we can do to start is just trace our hands and do the best we can to get the thumb all around and go down to our wrist and across. So it's just an easy template. So Doris, if you'd like to cut that out for me, that would be real nice, and then we're going to lay it out on our fabric. We'll be using polar fleece, which is really nice and warm for children. Right. Okay, we'll go like this, and then this. And then we could probably, at the end, get another pair out of here. I'm going to start cutting this out. And polar fleece does not ravel. And this is not science, so it really doesn't have to be perfect. So if you don't cut exactly round, when we sew, we can always true it out. You're familiar with that chain stitching, right?
You just start at one, sew around, and then just don't cut the threads, and then just start with the next one.
You've got it. Sewing can be fun. It doesn't have to be too time consuming. Stitch forward and then back.
Debbie, on this pair, it's not necessary to embellish them, but I think it's kind of fun to put something on them. And that's a little nylon netting that's doubled. To make rosettes like this, or like the nylon rosettes on here, you'd start with a strip of fabric where each end is tapered and run a line of stitching.
Now you just cut this out of the single piece of polar fleece. That's all it is. Interesting.
On the nylon we doubled it because that would fray, but this doesn't fray, so we don't need to double it. We just taper the ends and run a line of stitching on one side, machine or hand, but hand seems to work better. And we gather it up and roll it into a rosette.
How beautiful. You know, Laverne, besides polar fleece, we can make mittens out of old sweaters. They have to be wool, but a felted wool. And I found this sweater, which would have this embellishment on, and I cut my mitten front out of the front of this sweater. I used the other sleeve for the backing, creating something like this.
Oh, that is so
very,
clever.
very fancy.